This is New Hampshire Cross Country, powered by Runners Alley and Marathon Sports, coming at you from the Battle of the Border. This year's Meet Hub brought to you by Stitches NH and Hoka. On the boy side of things this year, we have a really strong race. We've got nine of the top 10 teams in New Hampshire are here. The only team missing is number 1. Their varsity's taking a weekend off. That's Hanover. So who is here? Number 2 for New Hampshire, Ollie's New Hampshire, Pinkerton. 3 is South, 4 Co-Brown, 5 Londonderry, 6 Salem, 7 Oyster River, 8 Bishop Girton, 9 Bedford, 10 is Alvern. And I preface that by saying New Hampshire because Battle of the Border. We got some Massachusetts teams, a couple Massachusetts standouts. Marshfield, always a strong team, as well as North Andover. Look for them to do well today. On the individual side, Mike Smith, Steve Mazzone, who are we looking at?
Well, the one thing we're not looking at is Matthew Giardina. He's taking the day off today, but his teammates Carson Fisher and Ethan Fisher will be running. We've got Conval's Will Samard. Conval ran last night at Moonlight Madness, but Samard wanted the competition here, so he's here today. We've got Pinkerton Sean Hayes and O'Diamello. We've got South's Daniel Byrne. We've got Salem's Brody Chisholm and Brock James. We've got Concord's Josiah Conley. And again, we're missing Portsmouth's number 1 guy who's been tearing it up, Nolan Peters. We also got some people from Massachusetts to keep your eye on.
Yeah, the top runner is Emmett LaRosso of North Andover. He did 16:05 or 15:45 at the Frank Kelly meet. North Andover has 5 of their runners that have done 17:03 or faster, so they're a very strong squad. Graham Heinrich and Matt McCabe of Marshfield, 2 low sub 16-minute 5K runners, also with some good speed, sub 2-minute 800 speed. So those are our top guys right there. And Newton South was originally, I think, scheduled to come here. They're not here today. They were at the Ocean State Invitational, but they would have been a strong squad. But North Andover, definitely a very strong squad.
And we just finished up the girls' race, and we watched Makita Berry run 17, I don't remember.
Yeah, she
17 fast, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And so the course obviously is not running slow for sure. And so it'll be interesting to see, certainly without the specter of Giardina for everybody to key off, it kind of opens the field a little bit, and we should be able to see somebody, obviously we're going to see somebody new emerge out of this.
Yeah, no, I think it should be good. Like you said, the girls' race was pretty strong. This is considered generally a flat course. I know the hills, there's some rolling hills in the woods.
Yeah, it's got a unique situation where you can actually gain speed off of the uphills. Don't really cost you too much, but you can change gears and gain some momentum on the downhills for sure. And so that's I think that's the reason you see some really fast times come out of Hudson.
That's right. Yeah, and I mean, we mentioned in girls' race, we'll say it again real quick. Phil Demers, head coach here at Alvern's, put in a lot of work this season to get this course a little bit better than what it was, trying to get some of those sections a little bit faster. And, I tell you, the Alvern team, I know they're ranked number 10. This is their home course, and these guys usually get pretty excited about this meet. So I expect them to put on a show today. And
we just saw their top girl finish, I think top 10. So we didn't even have her in the preview individually. Right. So to be able to come out, that they're very accustomed to this course. I would assume that considering all the pavement that surrounds everywhere else, they probably do a lot of their easy stuff out here. So they know every nuance to the field for sure. Okay, we've got Bob Jadari walking towards the cone, getting ready to start this thing.
I'll do we have a second. I'll give a quick shout out to Brent Dunning. Didn't mention him in the preview either.
Faster star.
And he seems to be getting faster as well. I mean, it's interesting when kind of the selection happened for those faster individuals in the documentary, if you don't know what we're talking about. His name came up because it's like, hey, we want someone who's not necessarily finishing number 1, but he's been showing up strong. Yeah. And they're off. Boys varsity 2024 Battle of the Border. They're coming at us. Mike, who are we seeing?
Everyone. I see Josiah Conley ripping over there on the right-hand side. We've got somebody from Wyndham kind of crisscrossing going. We got Wyndham at the front. That was unexpected as well. There's Samard way back in 30th, but he's more of a rhythm runner rather than a get out fast.
right, we can take a look through the spectators. We've got a crowd up front.
Pretty packed up front.
Yeah. Looks like Marshfield might be leading things out. But, yeah, Conval's up there as well, south.
Samard. See some Oyster Rivers jersey.
Concord.
Josiah Conley. Looks like he's assumed the front actually now.
Bishop Girton's up in the mix. Yeah, this is packed.
Looks like, I mean, I would say maybe we're not out super hard because there's a little bit more on the corner. There's Dunning just went by.
Got 5 from Pinkerton, 5 from Cobram.
Yeah.
Jeez, let's go!
I don't even want to pretend. Probably 5 from everybody at this point. That's nuts.
Come on, Colin!
Pretty sure I saw 5 from South, but
There's Quinn!
just shows you how early in we are. Again, they're just finishing up their first field loop. Start was right next to it. They went around, going into the woods now, and as they go into the woods, maybe it will shake up a little bit before they get to Tim and Steve, but I don't think so.
45 people in that front back.
I'll tell you, they're going to narrow down just because the trail itself does.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead, throw it over to them, see how it's going.
All right, as we hear the cowbell, my name is Tim Cox, and this is
Steve Mazzone.
and here with New Hampshire Cross Country, as you already know. No Matthew Giardina today, so we were wondering how fast it would go out. Judging by how they were getting out, Steve, I think they're going to be out pretty healthy.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a good clip. I'm seeing them coming around the corner right now. And it looks like we have at least
No, that's just a track.
like a full.
It looks like, I think that's Conley, Josiah Conley from Concord. He's the one that put on Strava that he went under 15 last week. Will Samard and then Marshfield.
Yeah, I believe that's Graham Heinrich. And Matt McCabe is probably in there as well.
Korthals,
Yep, we have both of
South,
Marshfield's top runners already by.
Pinkerton with the pack.
I saw a
It's
couple
just
that beat
really
him.
dense.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's spread out right now. And again, we're right at the 1K mark, and it's bunched up. So this could be an interesting finish.
It's really hard to tell 1K, right?
Team-wise, I know.
Picking
I
a
know.
nice pack up there. They're number 2 in New Hampshire, top-ranked New Hampshire school right now. We'll kind of see how that plays out.
Yeah, and Marshfield's ranked number 9 in Massachusetts, so they do have a quality squad, but only 3 guys are here, so they can't do a team score anyways.
All right. So with that, we'll send it over to the mile mark and Neely, Kenzie, and Ben.
All right, here we are. We are at the boys race, boys varsity, at the Battle of the Border, Alvern course. I'm back with Mackenzie Cook and Neely Roy from Oyster River. We got the lead cart coming through. We still can't see the leaders.
Where they are.
I think the cart was coming through. Yeah, I think they came through a little early. Here we go. All right, so Giardina is out for this race.
It's like Concord out in front,
That's Josiah Conley, followed by William Samard.
and Marshfield. That's Massachusetts. And then that's Mitchell Kesey from Oyster River. Let's go,
We got
Mitchell.
Milford's one. Marshfield's got another one. There goes Byrne of South. We're going to see a lot of names.
Lots of Pinkerton. This is a lot less spread out than the girls.
There's Alvern on their home course.
Bedford,
More Pinkerton.
more Co-Brown.
Oh, we got
North Andover, that's a
yeah.
big group of them.
The Obedi of Portsmouth there. So it's kind of tough to see all these guys running through right now, but I'll at least give you guys the main teams we're looking at. So right now we got the number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 teams in New Hampshire. Pinkerton South, Co-Brown, Londonderry, Salem, Oyster River, BG, Bedford, Alvern. We also got Marshfield and North Andover. Marshfield might be in for a little bit of an upset. We're not really sure where to rank them in these rankings, but they have the number 2 runner and they got another few high 6. Or low 6, sorry.
Got big group of Concord. And then Dover.
This is
Dover's
crazy.
got some new uniforms. They look a little different.
Stacked.
Wyndham, a pair of Wyndham runners. What team is that?
Definitely Massachusetts.
some Spalding.
All right, and so as much as we'd love to get the rest of these guys, this is a pretty quick race. We got to get down to 800 to go.
Up front, we've got a battle.
We do, and we got Josiah Conley. I don't know what he's doing. High five in the crowd. We got Marshfield, so that's either Graham Heinrich or Matthew McCabe.
Yeah, that's Graham Heinrich.
And then behind them we got Samard.
So those three leading it, and not far behind.
Logan Korthals. We had somebody in the crowd say that we need to shout him out. We don't really have to. He's in fourth.
So Pinkerton with two.
guys.
South is there, keeping track of them as well.
Second Marshfield guy. So
Three
that
for
would be
Pinkerton.
McCabe. Top two from Co-Brown.
Salem with
Seen a number
another.
of Salem already. There's BG.
Londonderry 1-2.
There's Dunning.
Pinkerton is what, 4-5?
That's 5, yeah. Milford's 2.
South, that's at least 3 for them.
That's at least 4 for Salem, and here's their 5th. They look like they're running really well as well.
North Andover with 3 passing us now.
Co-Brown's put 3
Milford,
through, and here's
Alver,
their 4, and
Oyster
there's their
River.
5. They're running well. Co-Brown running well.
They've been moving themselves up this whole season. South, North Andover, Alver, Needham.
Oyster River. I saw Marshfield's 3rd guy, so they're all through.
Marshfield with only 3 here today.
Not sure why that is. So that must be like the last of Oyster River and Salem's guys coming through.
Winnicott with a pair, Central. So
Concord's
Spalding
got
in
a young
there.
crew. A little spread out. I think that's Co-Brown's 7th. So they're having a good day.
I tell you, that top 3 though.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
we saw one of them trying to hype up the crowd.
yeah, I don't get that. Like, I think if I was running behind them, like, that would give me a lot more reason to pick it up. But hey, whatever works, I guess.
All right. See how excited the crowd is over at the 2 mile.
Coming around the corner is going to be Josiah Conley with the lead. I believe on Samard and I believe on Heinrich from Marshfield, but we'll get the bib numbers as they come a little bit closer. And hopefully we'll give you a better idea of the time. Of the team score. And we're just shy of the 2 mile mark, and we're already at 10:05, 10:06, 10:07. 7:41, that's Heinrich. He's Conley going through in 10:15. These guys going through at about 10:15, 10:16. They'll be about 10:20.
So one thing about Heinrich is he has 157.800 speed, so I wonder if he's going to be able to use that at the end.
Top 2 Pinkerton kids. Now we'll start getting into the team score. South's top burn. That's Korthals from Milford. Pinkerton's number 3 already. Fisher and Fisher.
Got a bunch of Bishop Birdman is Needham. Another Mansfield, but that's it. They only had 3 here today.
Let's go.
Latch on the white. Latch on the white.
Let's go, Josh. Get up.
Come on, Josh. Let's go.
And they're coming in flurries here.
That's Brent running the fastest for him.
And there's Milford from Massachusetts coming by.
Pinkerton is winning right now. Ice up then. Ice up.
And there's North Andover with 2 of their runners. They were last year's champions here. We have another 3 runner for North Andover.
Here we go, quick. Come on, let's go.
And number 4 for North Andover, Mansfield, right there.
Right now I'm seeing Pinkerton. What are you seeing, Steve?
Yeah, it definitely looks that way.
Ethan, catch on.
A bunch of Needham runners have already gone by, but like you said, I think it's Pinkerton all the way right now. North Andover, the defending champions, I believe they've had 4, maybe they've had their 5th runner, but not enough.
Way to move up, way to move up. Keep going. Your teammates are right up there, Mateo.
Suck it up and get going.
We have 2, Wyndham, Salem, Methuen from Massachusetts.
Coached by Kevin Alliette. Good friend. Quick shout out to Phil Demers and the Alvern crew. The course is in great shape. Stay loose, eyes up. Loose, eyes up.
Yeah, like you said, a true cross-country course here.
No pavement whatsoever. You have a nice field loop to get in the middle, at the beginning, in the middle, and a little bit at the end. Very short stretch, though. You got to be ready to roll right when you come out of the woods. I'm sure they're talking about that. They'll be talking about that on the announcement.
One more mile.
have a pair of Needham runners here from Massachusetts.
Really need more Massachusetts teams
We
too.
do.
We're
We do.
really thankful for the teams that are here. They're very good, great kids, great competition with New Hampshire. We'd love to make this into a much bigger sort of battle of the border.
Yeah, I think there's so much competition going on right now. This Great American is Festival of Champions in Maine, which have taken a few runners.
That's this weekend too, huh? Festival of Champions in Maine. That usually has a nice spike when they have New England's like they did last year.
Yeah, and I just heard that Portsmouth's Sean Gray from Rhode Island, 14:55 today on that course.
Wow. And a big shout out to Sully Sturts last night from Keene, who went 14:58 on the True 5K course out at the fairgrounds at Monadnock's Moonlight Madness. Moonlight, just like the Twilight.
Yep, next week.
And with that, we'll send it over to the folks in the woods at about 2.5 miles.
All right, we got the Gator coming through.
It's the party bus.
Yes.
He's coming!
And again, they're pretty far in front.
Whoa.
Almost flipped over there. And let's see who it is. It's Josiah Conley
Wow.
with the new hair.
Ripping the downhill.
This part looks fun.
Yeah, it does.
It doesn't feel fun when you're running.
He's absolutely flying right now. We got about 800 to 1,000 meters to go. Not really sure. We're just at around 13 flat. William Samard coming through of Conval.
And then Marshfield's number 1.
There's Marshfield's one. I wish I could tell you his name. I totally can't. It's either Graham Heinrich or Matthew McCabe.
Marshfield.
Pinkerton.
Got Pinkerton's one there.
Milford's 1.
Here comes Pinkerton's 2.
I think that's Pinkerton's 3 too.
Wow. All right.
And then there's
So Pinkerton's got 3 in the top 10.
There's Oyster River's number 1, Mitchell Kesey.
There's Byrne, the Fisher
Keys.
brothers, Oyster River's 1, Cole Brown's 1.
Wyndham's 1.
Let's go, Brody.
You just had, what was that, 3 or 4 freshmen that I knew of in the top 15 there.
Wow.
So that's pretty impressive. Another BG, another Marshfield, Londonderry, Cole Brown's 2, Luke Kerouac comes through.
Here's another Pinkerton.
I think, and then another Pinkerton. I think Pinkerton's got.
Pinkerton's got
one.
this, yeah.
I think they're pretty solid.
Come on, Elliot. Get in front of them. Catch
They're in a
them.
pretty good spot
Catch them,
here.
Elliot. You got this.
Come on, Ethan! Let's go,
We
Ethan!
got another Co Brown coming up. We got I think 2 North Andovers.
Come on, Lucas. You
And then we
got
got
this.
Oyster
Get
River's
in
number
front of
2.
these
That's
guys.
Ollie
Push
Lehman.
it. Off it.
Let's go on.
We got more North Andover. They've gotten a lot of them too.
The other Byrne brother. So what are we looking at? Who do you guys think is leading in this team
I
battle?
think it's Pinkerton.
Yeah, Pinkerton's looking pretty strong.
Yeah.
Are there any other teams that we're looking at right now?
North Andover looked like they had a
Get in
few.
front of them.
I don't know if they had any below sticks like Pinkerton did.
So again, your top New Hampshire teams coming in are Pinkerton, followed by South, Co-Brown, Londonderry, Salem. Co-Brown, I think I've only seen 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oyster River's got 4 in. None that there's Co Brown's 4, I think.
He's got quite a few people behind him.
Side, David, let's go!
That's Oyster River's 5.
That's Co-Brown's
Brown's
5.
It's a bunch of Londonderry too. And Methuen.
South looks pretty good too.
Yeah,
I think
I just
we
couldn't see them.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough with all these numbers coming through.
I
It's
wasn't
not
really
a
paying
super
attention.
wide trail.
Go, boys! Come on, Max!
A lot more North Andover. I
That's
thought
a
they
lot
were
of
all-
North Andover and Bedford.
They all look the same.
Come on, move up!
Another South, Co Brown.
Come on, Jacob.
A few
Get in
Concord.
front of these
See a
guys.
lot of
Come on,
Salem,
push it.
too.
You got this, Jacob. Keep going.
Come on, Will!
That Hollis Brookline.
Let's go! Turn it over! You got this! Come on, hurry up! That you have!
And BG.
All right, and so the pack is thinning out. We're going to send it over to the finish line camera.
Here we go.
Josiah Conley. 15 more. Great race.
Finishing stretch.
Working his way in the crowd. Little showboat, and I guess if you win, you can do that. And he opened a big gap since we saw him last, because they were pretty tight. Will Samard coming in second. I guess it paid off not to go up to Moonlight Madness. And we're assuming that's Graham Heinrich of Marshfield as they come at us in the sun. It is 7:41. Is that Pinkerton's top guy? Followed by Logan Korthals. We were asked to shout out Logan Korthals, but he's doing it himself. We didn't need to. Pinkerton putting 3 in the top 6. That's 5-6 right there. Here comes the Fisher boys. Oyster River's #1, South's 1, Londonderry's 1, Cole Brown's 1, Patrick Young's. We got Needham, Bishop Girton's 3.
Salem, South, Londonderry, Cole Brown.
A lot of people looking at the clock.
Matt McCabe.
Here comes the star, Brad Bunning.
Pinkerton looks like they had
I
this
would
pretty
say
easy.
so.
We've seen 5+.
Yeah, we're 20 guys in max. But then Salem's starting to put them through too. Oyster River, there's Cole Brown.
Good kick from Milford there.
The third guy.
Bedford.
Couple of North Andovers. There's 3 in the finishing stretch. There's another Salem. More North Andover. They're having a good day. Another Londonderry. Here comes Cole Brown's 4. Marshfield's 3rd there. Wow, look at this blanket finish.
Albert coming in. That's number 7 for Pinkerton. Pinkerton won this one.
Yep, they certainly did. Emphatically, I might
Albert's number
add.
2.
Needham's put a pile in. They've got to have 5 in by now.
Couple Portsmouth coming
Portsmouth
through.
running well.
They're without their top runner today.
Absolutely. Alburn, that's quite a few Alburns through. Home course.
Oyster River as well. Here comes Londonderry.
I think we're seeing a lot of fast times. We got a lot of people that are showing some fanciness as they cross the line, so they must be pretty happy with some of the times. Cole Brown 6, right?
Yeah, not a great day for Cole Brown. But if you're going to have a tough day, today's the day to do it.
Hey, you know, doesn't matter how they run here. It matters how they run at MOC. So get a feel for the course at speed is always good. Methuen, we hadn't talked about Methuen, but they're here.
First by Kevin Alliette.
We've got Spalding with the star shorts. He's ready to roll under the ribbons.
I'm trying to figure out who was second. Trying to figure out. North Andover had 4, right?
They did. Yeah, it's hard to tell.
I didn't see who won it. I didn't go back to individuals and finally hang on the winner.
Yeah, he actually opened up a really big gap.
What was that time?
It was 15. I think it was in the 15 teens. I remember looking at the clock. It was like 15:08, and he still had a way to go. 15 teens, though. And then it was Samard.
As you see the dust kicking up, this has been a dry fall, and it's a dry fall. This course runs really, really fast. When it's a wet fall, it's still fast, but just not as fast.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit about there's some softness to it, so I don't know if that makes that part of it a little bit slower, or the fact that it's so dry just makes the rest of the course faster.
But with that, I mean, hats off to Phil Demers, Alvern, coaching staff.
Absolutely.
They've done a phenomenal job, especially the last few years, with getting this course ready.
Over the years, Phil and Art have just like they're course crazy. They love to make.
I think they sleep out there. I think they have a
wouldn't be
cabin and they
surprised.
sleep somewhere in the woods so they can just roll out and get to work.
Actually, I was over here a week and a half ago for an event going on. I think I went out in the woods just because I was early, and I think I heard Artie snoring.
Well, it's been a good weekend of New Hampshire racing.
It has
And
been.
Mike, you've been front row seat last
have,
night with
I
Sully
have.
Sturts and the sub 15, but also really fast times all around up there.
Well, I mean, I think also we're at the right time of the year for people to stop popping races. You know, somebody had said something to me about Sully where he hadn't run that fast yet, but like, there's no reason to. You got to
kid's
build
strong.
into the season.
That kid's strong. He's always had a great second half of the season. Remember New England's last
Oh my
year.
Lord! Fourth.
Hey, New
Fourth in
Hampshire
New
now.
England's top
Conley
league.
with the win today.
Yep.
Giardina still the major domo of the
I would
crew.
say so.
However, he's gonna have to step up. At
Yeah, he's
Division
not
One.
gonna- nothing's
He's not
gonna
gonna have a
come.
walk in the park.
Nope. Not at all.
I mean, Sully Sturts, Josiah Conley,
I would
and
never
then
want Sully
Giardina.
anywhere near me ever. I say that. I saw him this morning at the Keene State. And
Yeah.
he's as soft-spoken as you can possibly be, but he's a tough nut. Like I wouldn't want him breathing down my neck for sure.
And with that, once again, this is New Hampshire Cross Country, powered by Runners Alley Marathon Sports, coming at you from the 20th Battle of the Border.
What? Already?
We just need more Massachusetts schools because New Hampshire won again.
Yeah.
6 years in a row. What you got, Massachusetts?